What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to week 12, BoomBust Interactive. My gosh, week 12 already. It's insane.
It's out of control, to be honest.
I mean, my goodness. The playoff stretch is definitely here, and it's making me nervous, man.
Yeah, we got 3 weeks until most playoffs start. So,
Man,
a lot of people getting mathematically eliminated. A lot of people making a last-minute push, i.e., you and Roll Tide.
absolutely.
You know, lot could happen in 3 weeks. A lot of leagues have a large chunk of the people like right in the middle, within a win of each other. So, it's gonna be an interesting few weeks to see how things shake out.
Yeah, most of my leagues, like you said, they do have a large clump there, just kind of in the middle of people battling it out for those playoff positions.
Yeah.
So no one's really comfortable in any of these, and anything, the next 3 weeks or whatever. It's 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that's 3 weeks to solidify a playoff spot.
And the trade deadline's this week, so if you got moves to make, now's the time.
Yeah, some trade deadlines I think were last week, but I think most are this week. So
most are this week. I know like ESPN tends to do like the Wednesday of week 12, and then I think Sleeper goes right up to game time Sunday. So
it lets you go through Sunday this week, not through Thursday.
Yeah, on Sleeper it'll let you do all the way up until the games. But then
cool.
ESPN I think is tomorrow for most of their leagues, unless you changed it. Their default is like noon tomorrow Eastern time.
My goodness. Oh, that takes the fun out of it. I love those trades, but I've been trading like mad and rolled, but it's the only league I've been able to pull any trades in lately. So no one else is really making moves.
I don't know if it's your connection or mine, but you're skipping around robot voicing us a little bit here.
I'm not getting that anymore. Last night kept freezing, but I don't think it was like that for everyone. I don't know.
Yeah, you keep skipping around. Your quality's bad.
Interesting.
It's weird. Hopefully that'll even.
So we got a question over here on IG already. So you want to hit that up really quick?
Yeah, man, let's go.
Cool. I am gonna actually open up in another window my YouTube, so there's gonna be a noise for a second while I do that. I just want to see if it is kind of glitchy. There we go. I'm just gonna keep an eye on that and just make sure I'm not looking like that, or if it's just on your end.
Well, you're doing all right now. I don't know if it was something you had going on the side or something was weird there for a second.
I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so for Flores asks, which QB do you prefer? Taylor, Heineke, Wentz, or Wilson? Is that for this week or for rest of season? Just curious. What's up, Plant Man? Welcome in. Flores, let me know if you're asking for rest of season or this week. What's up, 5-star himself?
I'm assuming he means this week.
I would assume this week as well on that.
Who were they? List them again?
Yeah, this week. Okay, it's Tyrod Taylor, Heineke, Wentz, or Wilson.
Oh,
so Wilson plays Washington.
Yeah,
Wentz
Wilson plays
Tampa
Washington.
Bay.
So
Tyrod Taylor, the Jets.
Yeah,
Heineke, Seattle.
So Heineke for me is automatically off out of that group.
Yeah, not a big fan of Heineke.
Wentz has a decent matchup. Tampa Bay might get after him a little bit, their defense, but he's not been playing real great lately.
He's been handing the ball off perfectly.
Yeah, and then Russell Wilson's kind of been the same way. He's been sketchy since he come back from that injury, even though he has an amazing matchup against Washington. I'm going with Tyrod Taylor against the Jets. That matchup is too good. He can run. He's a run threat. Also, he could rack up some points on the Jets pretty easy that way. No Michael Carter. I could see him running a little bit more because Tevin Coleman's not that great of a runner.
Yep.
And then, of course, him and Elijah Moore, Corey Davis, Ty Johnson will throw on them all day too. So I really like Tyrod Taylor in in this matchup. Hint, hint, keep an eye on snoozers or losers this week for deeper discussion.
Yeah, I agree. I think Tyrod Taylor with that matchup, I think he's proving his rushing ability. There's good points there. So even if he's not able to pass, which is still a good passing matchup, he's still going to be able to. You're welcome, Flores. He's got Kyler rest of season, but I think this is in case Kyler's out or he's on bye week this week. That's right. So
Yeah, I'd go with Tyrod Taylor. In fact, I would bet he rushes for a touchdown this weekend.
oh
With
yeah, I
Michael
bet
Carter
Tyrod.
out.
Yeah, he'll rush for a touchdown. Like you said, with Carter being out, that ugh. Yeah. So, anyways, like Tyrod Taylor there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they're going to be throwing the ball. The Jets are, I mean. So, yep, like that. Speaking of the Jets throwing the ball, I saw a funny meme earlier that was how to build the perfect Jets quarterback this season. And it had like Mike White was sitting there throwing the ball, and it had pointed to like his arm, his head and stuff, and his legs and stuff. And everything was Mike White except for the towel. It just pointed and said, don't be Zach Wilson. Like, just don't be Zach Wilson. Everything else was like, my
That's
gosh.
funny.
It was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
he's Wilson's supposed to be back in this week, so that'll be interesting.
I'm surprised, honestly.
Did he wait? He might have meant Zach Wilson. Did he say Wilson, just Wilson, or did he say Russell Wilson? Because he might have meant Zach Wilson against Houston.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
If that's the case, definitely not Wilson.
He said just Wilson, but either way, I think you have to go Tyrod Taylor no matter what,
Yeah,
right?
I think it's Taylor no matter what. But it is intriguing because it might change some people's answers if they thought it was Russell Wilson. But
yeah,
we didn't pick him anyway, so
nah,
I'm guessing he's probably not on waivers, even though he's had a rough couple of weeks.
probably not.
Probably looking at waiver guys. So
maybe, yeah. So waiver order. Plant Man asks waiver order. Devontae Freeman first, then Elijah Moore? Question mark.
Negative.
Dropping Darrell Williams. And dropping Dan Arnold.
You'd have to be absolutely 100% desperate for a running back to go for Freeman over Moore.
Yeah, I like Moore scoring capabilities better, but if I remember, he's got a pretty stacked roster. These are probably not even starters. These are all just going to be backups anyway. It's probably
Who is it?
It's Plant Man. He's on here a lot of time, but he usually has like he's dropping Dan Arnold, but he dropped TJ Hawkinson to pick up Dan Arnold, and I think Hawkinson may still be there even. Like, it's ridiculous. It's
4-team league.
Yeah, it's like a 6, maybe an 8. I don't know. It may be 4-team. I can't remember. It's ridiculous.
Like I would just, if he doesn't need him anyways, grab Moore. And
yeah, but you definitely don't need Darrell Williams, Dan Arnold.
Keep anybody else from using Elijah Moore, but it was Elijah, right?
Yeah,
not DJ. So yeah, I would rather grab him and hold him.
Yeah,
I dare somebody else to play Devontae Freeman.
yeah. Devontae Freeman is just not trustworthy. What's up, JV Show? You know it. Me and Kyle up here grinding. We're actually recording 3 shows tonight. 3 shows, as far as we know. JV Show has a quick question. I have to pick up Jimmy G or Cam in a league for bye week. Who do you like?
Cam's playing Miami. Jimmy G's playing Minnesota. I think you got to go with Cam. That's an exploitable matchup. I think the way he played last week, I think I'm riding that wave and going with Cam Newton.
I agree. I think I'm going Cam Newton. He looks so good. And those rushing yards are just a big bonus. And I mean, I like any quarterback that's getting rushing yards in fantasy football.
Yeah, totally.
But that against Miami on top of that, yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with that for sure.
I think he has another really good day this week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Plant Man is in return points, and it's an 8-team half PPR. So he just needs the depth insurance. It's nothing big. Yeah.
That's right.
No
That's
problem.
that weird league, the return yards. I remember now.
Yeah. That's a weird one. Because he's starting wide receivers that are just they're return people too. Like it's wild, man. Yeah, that's a weird one for sure. Yeah, no problem, JV show. Johnny boy. Man, I'm just mind boggled by its week 12 already, honestly.
Yeah, dude, this season's going way too fast. And it's because, like, I've had a bad year, so it's going even faster. Because I'm trying to catch up still.
Yeah. It is. It's different though. Like, being in 10 plus leagues, it's weird when you're only in 4, maybe even 5. You can concentrate so much on trying to find trades, doing your waiver wire, things like that. And then when you get in a lot of leagues, you kind of neglect your teams, so it's harder to compete. Honestly. Oh, okay. Plant Man just said Gallop is available too, unless you're going to play him this week. But Gallop over Elijah Moore. I like Gallop this week, but you're probably not going to play him. If you're just looking for depth rest of season, probably Elijah Moore over
Yeah,
Gallop.
I agree.
Yeah. Hunter Renfro and D. Harris are his starters because of the return yards.
My goodness.
Yeah, Deontay Harris. So crazy stuff. Because an R8 team league, that is not how that's going at all. We're starting like studs. All
So
right.
I got a question in some DMs here.
Cool.
So they got Aaron Jones on their bench. They also have Eckler, Swift, and Robinson.
Gee.
James Robinson. Trying to trade for a wide receiver or tight end in a package with Jones. His receivers are D Hop and Chase. He doesn't say who the tight ends are. He has his Mike Williams, a good guy to try to trade for and keep as a backup. You can do so much better with Jones than Mike
Yeah.
Williams. Let's see. If I'm trading Aaron Jones, I'm going for guys like Godwin, Keenan Allen, maybe even Metcalf or McLaurin, the way they've been playing.
Yeah, and Aaron Jones is probably only going to be out, maybe one more week, and then they have a
Maybe, yeah.
bye week. They have 1 week and then a bye week, and then he's probably good to
Yeah.
go, right?
Yeah, I think that's right. So, aim higher than Mike Williams.
Yeah, Mike Williams isn't near enough.
Like you said, some of those targets. I like Godwin, Allen, Metcalf, McLaurin, AJ
Yeah, just
Brown,
find,
Brandon Cooks. There's so many guys I'd rather have than Mike Williams.
and there's going to be someone in your league that has.
They're
They're
going to
going to
need
be
that
hurting
running
for
back.
wide receiver, or they're going to be hurting for running backs because they're so deep at wide receiver. They probably have 4 good wide receivers, or even 3 really good wide receivers, but maybe only have 1 good running back, and so it can be a pretty mutual trade there. And
And I mean, if
so,
you're trying to get a tight end, I mean, go for Waller, go for Kittle,
yep,
maybe Mark Andrews. With an Aaron Jones, you can aim a whole lot higher.
absolutely. And again, he's only probably out like 2 more weeks, and then he's back for playoffs. And you want that. You
Yeah,
want that big time.
for sure. I got one more here.
Yeah.
Hugh wants to know, do I trade Cup for Pittman, Evans, and Waller? Like, that's a fair deal if you need an extra receiver or really need
Okay.
a tight
Say it
end.
again.
But
Trade Cup for who?
Pittman, Evans, and Waller.
I mean, it's pretty good value.
It's good value,
I
but
think it depends on what your roster makeup looks like. Do you need, do you not have that many wide receivers? Do you need a second wide receiver? And how's your tight end situation look? I'm guessing Waller is an upgrade.
yeah, I mean, Waller would have to be an upgrade, and you'd have to really need a second receiver.
I almost want to see what the roster looks like.
Otherwise, I'd love to just hang on to Cup.
because it's good value, but is it needed? Is it warranted? You know?
I'll see if they can send me a screenshot of their deal real quick.
Yeah, it'd be way easier to know what the roster looks like. And yes, Devontae Freeman is going to be better running back depth than Darrell Williams for sure. Darrell Williams is Dunsky. No, a CEH back.
Yeah, like either way, it's hard to move Cup. All right.
Yeah, Oh, I'm seeing it here. Okay.
He has Swift, Fournette, Allen.
Well, the name of his team is Cut My Balls. How is he going to trade away Cup?
Okay, he is pretty weak at receiver. He has Allen, Cup, and Beasley, and that's it.
I mean, it's just his flex spot that's kind of weak. Oh, he's got Noah Fant as his tight end, or Dawson Knox.
So he can upgrade his tight end to Waller.
But I mean,
he goes from Cup and Beasley to Evans and Pittman. I don't hate it.
I don't know. I mean, he's got Fant is fine, but he's got Knox and then Logan Thomas coming back. He's not like super needy. Let's not pretend that Waller's been producing like last year's Waller. You know what I mean?
Have the Chargers had their bye week?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, that's right. They did. They were one of the early ones, I think.
Yeah.
So he's got Cup and Allen with no buys to cover.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, he should be playing like Dawson Knox at his flex there and over Cole Beasley, probably.
Yeah.
That's
That's
tough.
I wouldn't.
I'd like to see the other guy's roster. But it sounds like Pittman and Evans and Waller.
He says it's a 12-man full PPR.
The only thing I could see coming at good out of that is it gives him, well, because he could then turn if he could flip Waller into something too, you know what I mean?
It's hard to, I mean, you can't guarantee it though, especially with the deadline this week.
Yeah, it's tough to make deals that quick. And also, how much do we like Evans if Antonio Brown makes his way back? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just don't know that I feel comfortable with that. Cooper Kupp could be a league winner for you. Keenan Allen's come on really strong. I feel like the only place he's kind of weak at right now is just his flex. The rest of his team's looking really good, like really good. Losing Derrick Henry really hurt him there, having him on IR. Otherwise, in a 12-team league, he had an incredible team. No problem, Plant Man. You're welcome. Yeah, I think
is he on the chat over there?
No, just Plant Man.
No.
He was thanking us for the running back info. I'm glad that this guy got back to us super fast. He's 8-3. Yeah, and could you imagine if he still had Derrick Henry going on that team? His team would be unstoppable.
But he still has Swift and Fournette, which is really good, and Cup for a 12-man. He's in good shape.
Keenan Allen's come on really good this is the second half of the season.
Yeah, I told him to sit tight, man.
Yeah, I would sit tight right there. I feel like Cup you can get more like not comfortable with that deal at all. Man, I'm curious. Getting kind of off of that, Alvin Kamara and company there, that backfield, I don't know what's going to happen this week, and I'm a little nervous about it. What do you think?
Say again? Sorry, I was replying.
Yeah, because he's typing right now. Yeah, Thomason knocks over Beasley at flex. Yeah, I think so. So just that backfield there in New Orleans with Mark Ingram also being banged up. I wonder what that's going to look like this week.
Tony Jones kind of weak, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say.
Who else do they have besides Tony Jones?
Yeah, but is Tony Jones really going to get it, or is Ingram probably fine?
I'm
You know what I
not
mean?
sure. I'm not sure how serious Ingram's deal is. I've been kind of out of pocket all day, so I haven't not up to date on his status. But if he sits, Tony Jones is next man up. Yes, Albert.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been 2 days in a row that him and Kamara have not been practicing. So, yeah, Tony Jones reinstated from injured reserve just 3 days ago.
Yeah,
Could be top option this week. That's
yeah,
insane.
because the other guy they have is what, Ozigbo or something like that, and
Um,
he wasn't that good. He didn't do that good in
they have Dwayne
20 plays.
Washington, Lamar Miller, uh, Alex Armah, Josh Adams, Adam Prentice. So, yeah. So it's not. I don't know. They're playing against Buffalo too. So I don't know if Tony Jones, if I'm trusting that on the waiver tonight. You know, not sure he's worth that much because it's probably going to be a 1-game fill-in, and that 1 game is Buffalo. Ouch. Yeah, they do have Ty Montgomery, but he's not listed on their running back depth chart on here for some reason. He's listed as a wide receiver on Sleeper, which is kind of weird.
I think Montgomery,
In
didn't
here,
he get cut from the Jets? So I don't think I.
they actually talked up Ty Montgomery a little bit in the offseason about how they would move him around the formation and stuff, and they have not used him like that at all. So
Sushi lover over here. We gave you props for that call last night, my guy.
we're not doing this 2 nights in a row,
You don't get the
Sushi.
double dip, man.
Not at all.
I got another one over here. AJ Brown, Jarvis Landry, or Tim Patrick in full PPR league this week. If he's healthy, you got to go with Brown.
Say those again.
AJ Brown, Jarvis Landry, Tim Patrick.
Yeah. Tim Patrick, I'm not wild about at all. Yeah, I think you have to go AJ Brown there. Who is he playing again? Who's Tennessee playing?
I was just looking at it. New England. That's not a good matchup, but
That
Patrick
would be
plays the Chargers, and I don't know who's Cleveland play. Baltimore. I'm not feeling good about Landry. He was kind of banged up.
yeah. I think AJ Brown.
If AJ Brown doesn't play for some reason, I mean, he got banged up last week. If he doesn't play, you got to go Tim Patrick, I think.
Who are they playing again?
The Chargers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Landry's my last.
I don't trust Landry.
No.
Um,
And then Sushi is committed to starting Ayuk this week. I don't hate it. I mean, you can throw on Minnesota, so I don't hate it, and he's gotten so much more involved. So I don't know what other options you have at wide receiver, but I don't hate the idea of starting Ayuk this week. That's for sure. Also, welcome back, Albert. I'll give you a shout out there. Appreciate you dropping in here. Kyle, what else you got going on over there? And I see you having conversations.
yeah, that's it. Just I was answering him on that one. That's all I got right now.
Okay.
In the DMs. Well, on the network DMs. I didn't check BoomBust DMs. Which, since we're a BoomBust show, I guess I better check that as well. Gotta check all of them. Slide in my DMs, folks.
So there is another one here on the network. I think. Oh no, we already did that one. You just didn't type out the response. Let's see. Kelsey on a bye. What tight end would you recommend picking up? What's available? Give us a list of kind of what's available on your waiver wire, and we'll try to guide you the correct way there. or which way we would go, and whether that's correct or not, I don't really know. But let's see.
Who's he got on by?
Kelsey. I'm in that same situation. Albert says I have to start Ayuk this week as my wide receiver too if Lamb is out. Yeah, and I just don't know that they'll start Lamb. I mean, I know they said there's a possibility, but
There's a possibility, but I don't think they will. I think they can beat the Raiders without him.
I think you're right. So I don't think they will.
I think they'll sit him. I
Because
really
honestly, I mean, between Schultz, Cedric Wilson, and Michael Gallop, I mean, that's pretty solid, right? Wide receiver
do.
core,
Yeah,
and they can split Pollard out a little bit. They have enough weapons there
they really
that
do.
they don't necessarily have to have those guys to beat a team like Las Vegas, in my opinion.
Yeah, I totally agree.
That's
Totally
crazy. But Cedric Wilson has proven to be able to step in there. I mean, there's good chemistry there. So
Sushi Lover says he's committed to starting Ayuk because his only other option's Odell Beckham.
and
Yeah, go with Ayuk.
well, and Josh Jacobs.
I think I'd still go Ayuk.
Yeah, I think I would go Ayuk there too.
With Minnesota.
Okay. So
like
Maddox got back to me. Pat. Who am I? Freiermuth. Oh, Conklin and Hunter Henry. I'd go Freiermuth.
I go Freiermuth right there. Yep.
Absolutely go for Freiermuth there. I'm starting Freiermuth in place of Kelsey this week.
Ben's back, hitting him heavy. Yeah, go Freiermuth for sure.
Now, a question, because this is a thing I have in a league. Freiermuth or Dalton Schultz with those wide receivers being out?
Schultz
over Freiermuth there, right?
Yeah. Especially if CD's out, which I think he will be. So
I think CD's going to be out, and I think Schultz is becoming.
It's a good spot for Schultz.
It really is.
Without the top two receivers, yeah. And we talked about this last week, kind of looking forward on Schultz. Tony mentioned, we got the Raiders are pretty good against receivers, not so much against tight ends. So,
yeah,
it's a good spot for Schultz this week.
Absolutely. So after Freiermuth, Conklin or Hunter Henry, because I'm guessing he's not guaranteed to get any of these unless he's just number one on his waiver there. I'm looking up some matchups here.
Conklin plays San Fran. Hunter Henry.
Tennessee plays Tennessee.
Well, Tennessee's easy against receivers. They're actually pretty bad matchup for tight ends.
Yeah. And
Conklin's been getting quite a few targets. Henry's not getting that many targets, and it's way touchdown dependent. I think I'd go Conklin before Henry.
I'm looking at Conklin. Conklin does get more targets than Henry. So, yeah, I'd go Freiermuth, then Conklin, and Henry. So the order you sent them to us is the order I would try to get them. Henry is going to be a boomer bust option, and I see that probably being a bust this week.
And Jonnu's healthy now, right? Because he played this last week. So
yeah, I believe Jonnu's back
even more.
Yep. So I'm not trusting Hunter Henry as far as I can pick him up and throw him, and I can't even get my hands on him. So, welcome back. You should be sorry. You missed Panic Room. You missed the best.
Who are you talking about?
So now you get to, huh?
Oh, Jay Gore. All right, Jonathan.
Yeah. Missed Panic Room, so now he's having to settle for us on BoomBust. You don't get the professor. No problem, Maddox. Thanks for dropping in. Sushi Lover says, if Mitchell plays, should I start him over AJ Dillon? I don't think so.
I don't think you can.
Just based off of straight workload, even.
Yeah. AJ Dillon is a beast right now. I don't think there's any way you start. And I love me some Elijah Mitchell, but
I do too. But I feel like if they bring him back, he's not going to get the workload right now.
I'm sticking with some AJ Dillon right there.
AJ Dillon and Jonathan. That's how I know you didn't watch long enough. because I did end up turning on the red strobe. I forgot it at first, but it did turn on. So you just had to watch longer. Now I'm disappointed in you.
It's like that old trick where you give them a playbook, you put the money at the end, and then they say they read it, but they don't mention the money. And then,
Yep.
oh yeah, I read it. Yeah,
It's
that's
like that.
Jonathan right now.
It's like that piece of paper your teacher always gave you, and it was like first to finish this worksheet and gets a prize or whatever. Make sure you read the instructions, and then you just start working on the worksheet. But the instructions actually said just only answer the last question to the worksheet, or just sign the paper and then turn it in. So all you had to do was sign it and turn it in, and not actually fill out the worksheet. Testing to see if you actually read the instructions.
Yep.
Same thing, Jonathan. Same thing.
That's
Practically.
Gorman. He's out here just half-assing it. I mean,
I tell you.
come on, man. You skip out and then you don't even go back and watch the whole thing.
Ouch.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
It was a long episode, though. I'll give him that.
It was. It really
That was
was.
a really long one. So, okay. So you didn't actually know the van. Okay. You got that minivan or you got that free candy van? Which kind of van you got?
Does it have windows or not?
Got that little kidnapper van?
Either way, it sounds like he's putting a lot of kids in it. Whether they're his kids or not is the true question.
I'm hoping you got that soccer mom van thing going there. Oh my gosh.
Shoot.
We're ridiculous.
Somebody ask me some questions. We got people in the chat. Ask us more questions.
Minivan, he's got 3 kids.
Man, oh man.
Nice. So he comes to hang out with us for a little adult time.
Yeah, puts in the bed and then comes on BoomBust.
I love it.
Which is fitting because we're also busting his balls.
Heyo. Boom, baby. Okay. This is getting really bad. All of a sudden.
It is. I think everybody's out of town, so we don't have people on here asking questions.
Yeah,
like
people are traveling this week, but we wanted to go ahead and they're preparing for people visiting and things like that. So they're really busy. I was really busy. But we wanted to make sure we still got on here and had an opportunity to answer questions.
Now, for this week only, Wall Street and Snoozers or Losers will be pre-recorded, but still aired at their normal times on Wednesday and Thursday.
Yep, just so everyone knows.
Just a heads up. You will have entertainment. We just won't be chatting with people this time because it's pre-recorded.
Exactly. Yep, because we will also be busy with Thanksgiving activities.
Yep.
Let's see. We got food,
eat my
football,
body weight in
friends, family, fun, fatness, all the F's.
For sure.
The fatty, stretchy pants.
I'm going to eat my body weight in pies and turkey. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild.
It's my favorite holiday.
It's such a weird when you get that tryptophan and sugar rush offsetting each other and fighting for whether you want to be hyper and excited or take a nap watching football.
Oh, look at this. Jaguar says he remembers hearing 30% of league winners will have Cup or Jonathan Taylor on their roster. He has both. What's my percentage to take this league? Holy cow, you have both of those
If you don't win that league, it's because you're an idiot.
No.
It's because you messed up the whole entire rest of your draft if you don't win that.
Yeah, that's not what I would just say. You would have to have some really bad luck to not win that one, which this season I've seen crap like that happen. So I wouldn't put it past something stupid to happen, and I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen way too many times. Sushi wants to know who's better, Fred Warner or Bobby Wagner?
You're talking like this week, for the season, career? Like, if you're talking just overall career, I'm going Bobby Wagner. Man's been doing it for a minute.
And are we talking IDP or real life? Like,
that's a good point.
Oddly enough, in a league with IDP, I have both of them as my starting linebackers. I have Wagner and Fred Warner.
fantasy, it's Wagner for sure. If you're talking real life, I think I'm going to go with Warner. I think he's a better coverage linebacker, but I'm not real well. Don't have a real huge
Versed.
knowledge base with defense.
Same. But Wagner,
I spend too
stud.
much time on offense with fantasy.
Yep. So, real life. He wants to know real life.
Real life, I think Fred Warner, just because he's so good in coverage. I think Wagner's more of a thumper. He's more of a run stopping linebacker.
I know the correct answer here. I know what it is.
It's Micah Parsons is the best linebacker in the league.
He just wants to know between those two. So between those two, leaving out the absolute best and Micah Parsons, it's Fred Warner for sure. Because screw the Seahawks. Am I right, Sushi? Seahawks suck.
That's right. Sushi's a Niners fan.
I knew the right answer there. I knew the right answer for Sushi.
I said Warner and I forgot, so I had an unbiased answer.
I knew the correct answer.
Now let's get on to really important stuff and hit Albert's question there.
Yeah, Albert, asking the right questions here. What's y'all's favorite Thanksgiving side dish?
Green bean casserole, no cap. I love it. It sounds weird that it's a favorite, but it is. I love me some green bean casserole.
I can't do green bean casserole.
It's actually a tie, I guess, between that and deviled eggs. I love me some deviled eggs too.
Ooh, a good deviled egg is really good. Favorite though for me.
Oh, yours is mac and cheese. Get out of here.
No, it's sweet potatoes.
Oh, there's probably a tie between those. Mom's sweet potatoes though. Only mom's, right?
I mean, I prepare them the same way. And honestly, no, I like the sweet potatoes as long as they have the crispy marshmallows on top. It's like a dessert with your actual meal. Those sweet potatoes are so good. I can get mac and cheese all the time. You know, I eat mac and cheese weekly, but sweet potatoes, not so much, you know. But green bean casserole, that is a disgusting combination of just texture. It's like creamed corn, but like creamed green beans.
And listen, I'm a fat man with gravy in my veins, and I like a vegetable dish is my favorite Thanksgiving side. That tells you how good it is. All right.
Gross.
Gorman coming in with the dessert question now.
Oh, so now he's talking our language here. Favorite Thanksgiving dessert?
Yeah, I'm going to hit you with my grandmother's chocolate pecan pie.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It used to, yeah.
It just hits different.
Pumpkin pie or that chocolate pecan. Oh, man. Dude, I'm telling you, that chocolate pecan pie, I like pecan pie, but I like pumpkin pie better than pecan pie. But chocolate pecan pie, man, it's on a whole nother level.
I'm 100% with you on that.
It's a whole nother level. So yeah, chocolate pecan pie. I'm not sure how many people have that or if you've ever had that. Or if that's just our grandma is a genius. I don't really know, but
I'm sure a lot of people have it. But
our grandma is better than your grandma. How about that?
No doubt about that. All right, we got us a football question.
Heyo.
We can quit being fat for a minute.
Gaskin versus Carolina or Moss versus New England?
Or McKissick versus Seattle, he says.
So
McKissick's workload's been dwindling. Moss ain't doing. He's the same thing. It's dwindling, losing touches to Breida, and he's not doing anything with him when he gets them. Gaskin ain't doing nothing with him, but he's getting a crap ton of touches. So you got to go with the workload there. Maybe he'll get lucky and break a long one, or get a touchdown on the goal line or something. You got to go with Gaskin there.
Yeah. But I feel in Carolina's defense is still good, right? But it's not what it was at the beginning of the season.
But not as daunting as weeks 1 through 3.
But when you're looking at workload and opportunity, Gaskin has it.
Yep.
The other guys are just, I mean, they're barely touching the ball at this point. And so you don't want that. That opportunity is just not there.
They're getting like 5-6 touches a game. Like that's
now, we'll probably eat our words. Probably Antonio Gibson will probably get hurt in like the first quarter. McKissick will take over for the rest of the game and score 3 touchdowns just because.
But we can't predict that. So
can't predict that, but that's just our luck on giving you advice and that happening. But
don't run them off.
Smart move.
Jesus.
What?
You out here trying to run people off.
No, I'm just saying, like, the smart move is Gaskin, but there's been those weeks where we've told people, like, don't start this, and then all of a sudden, like, a situation happens during the game where someone gets hurt, and then they step in and they have this good game because they get the entire workload. And it's like, that's not on us. We can't predict injuries.
Nobody's perfect, not even the professor when he's on. So
Right. All right, guys, I am going to take a second and shout out Melon. Melon is our streaming partner here. You can see him down in this side. There we go. Powered by Melon. They've been a really good partner with us. So just wanted to shout them out. They actually sent us these shirts for free, which is really nice.
I wore mine on Panic Room last night.
Yeah, so just want to shout them out. They've been really cool, and we will have them on for an interview. Jay the Plug will be interviewing their YouTube personality who also plays fantasy football, is into fantasy football. So he'll be interviewing him soon, and we'll be airing that on the network. So really good partner for us. Their parent company is Streamlabs, that is the main gaming stream company, and so Melon is below them there. So anyways, happy to be partnered up with them. Just a shout out there. Let's get back over to some of these questions. I almost pulled off Kyle Pitts for Aaron Jones, but the trade deadline was the day before I made the offer. Ouch. That would have been really nice.
Should have moved faster, man. That would have been nice.
That's tough. That's tough. I actually almost pulled off the exact same thing, a Kyle Pitts for Aaron Jones, and he backed out, and the next day Aaron Jones got hurt. I still would have rather had Aaron Jones because I have Kittle, so I didn't need Kyle Pitts, but that's in a 14-team league. So that would have been nice still. But do we think Mitchell is playing this week?
I think he will. I think he was close last week, and they decided to give him more time. So I think he will end up playing.
I think so too. I'm just worried about his workload. Like, how much are they actually going to give him? It's not going to be a typical workload, I don't think.
I don't know why not. The other guys proved last week they can't get it done. So,
well, we said earlier we didn't necessarily trust him. Who was that we said to play someone over Mitchell, right? I thought early on we said we didn't know about Mitchell's.
I don't think so. Oh, I think it was
over AJ Dillon.
It was Dillon, yeah.
Yeah, AJ Dillon. Never mind.
And it wasn't because I didn't trust him. It was just because Dillon is playing so well.
Well, and AJ Dillon is guaranteed the workload too.
There's a small chance Elijah Mitchell loses some touches, but I mean, Jeff Wilson was very inefficient with his touches last week.
Oh my gosh, he was the worst.
If Mitchell's active, I think Sermon will be inactive again. Hasty might catch a couple of carries, couple of catches, maybe something. But
who do you have to play if Mitchell doesn't play? I'm curious, Albert. What's your situation?
Yeah, what's plan B if he doesn't play?
Yeah, because I'm in a bad situation in my 14-team league. Michael Carter being out, he was my RB2, and I don't have another running back. McCaffrey's my RB1. Michael Carter was my number 2, and I don't have a third running back. I have Hubbard and I have Dearness Johnson.
Is there anybody on waivers that you can grab? Like
not Ty Johnson. I think Tevin Coleman's out there. Hilliard is out there, so I might go try to pick up Hilliard. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to put some money down on some waiver tonight. But I don't even know if I have a bench spot available. I don't. I'm gonna have to drop somebody, and I don't know who to drop, honestly. So, yeah, I have Dearness Johnson and Chuba Hubbard. I'm almost considering dropping Chuba Hubbard for one of these guys. Because my other options, I guess I could drop Logan Thomas. He's my third tight end, but I don't want someone else to have him because there's some teams out there.
Who are your other two tight ends?
Kyle Pitts and George Kittle.
Oh, Pitts.
But Chuba Hubbard wasn't effective when he wasn't very effective when Christian McCaffrey was out, and now with Cam there, I feel like his value is even less if McCaffrey goes out. So I feel like he's almost not even a good handcuff at this point. Like everyone thought he was
No.
a top handcuff. Now he's a crappy handcuff. So I think I might be dropping Chuba Hubbard because I'm not dropping right now. My bench is Kyle Pitts, Darnell Mooney, Chuba Hubbard, Dearness Johnson, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, and Logan Thomas. I guess I could drop Corey Davis.
Yeah, with Moore, you could probably drop Davis.
Maybe. What's up, Falcons fan? Good. How are you? So yeah, I'm not super excited about dropping any of them, but I think I might drop Hubbard and Davis if I can. And let me see who my free agents are at running back here. Running back. I'm gonna find that clip so I can play it on here. So, Boston Scott. Nope. What is going on? Projected. This is like okay. So Tevin Coleman, Rex Burkhead, Dontrell Hilliard, DJ Dallas, Boston Scott. Those are like the 5 top ones. Tony Jones Jr. is out there. I might go pick up Tony Jones.
Honestly, I would probably grab Hilliard, and as weird as this sounds, Burkhead. He
You
got
think
a
over Tony
ton of
Jones? Because
touches.
Tony Jones again is going against Buffalo. Not that mattered. Jonathan Taylor.
Tony Jones is no Jonathan Taylor.
I know, but if he is the guy there,
Listen, Rex Burkhead plays against the Jets this week, which is an incredible matchup. He got 18 carries last week, so he's kind of emerged as a leader in that backfield, and he's doing pretty decent with those touches. Like
he did fine.
He's not a terrible grab.
I mean, he had 4 points total. So he had 18 carries and had 4 fantasy points to show for it. So not great.
Who did they play though?
They played Tennessee.
Yeah, they're not easy against the run, but the Jets are the best matchup in the league against the run. So
right. And then Dontrell Hilliard. This is a PPR league.
Hilliard's your first grab, obviously.
And so, I mean, 8 receptions for 47 yards was fantastic. They dropped Peterson. Peterson's not even on the team anymore.
Yeah,
to bring Hilliard up
would be my first grab.
Yeah, I think Hilliard is my guy. And then you think Burkhead over Toby Jones?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. And Tevin Coleman, I'm just not sure there. I just don't know that he's the guy.
He sucks.
So I think you're right there.
He sucks. He'll get some carries, but he won't do nothing with them. I think Ty Johnson will end up being the productive one.
Yep.
All right, let's jump back over here to the chat.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Gorman, do you mean in general or for a certain position in fantasy? How do you want me to answer that on the card schedule?
I mean,
are you looking at certain players and you're curious how their matchups will be?
Yeah, give us a little bit more on that one, and we'll answer you. McCaffrey has come back strong. He's been a great pair with Taylor. Also grabbed Cam because Kyler Murray has been up. Yep,
Cam was McCaffrey and Taylor. Jesus,
that's sick.
Oh, Mr. Sarcastic.
Didn't you say you had Cup too? I wonder if that's. Let's see. I'm hurting at flex right now with Jay Williams, Higgins, Bateman, and Smith, and I'm not happy about AJ Brown matchup this week.
Oh, that's tough. Let's see. Who do some of these guys play?
That's what I'm hitting this in here.
So Higgins plays Pitt. That's not a horrible matchup. Bateman plays Cleveland. I haven't checked yet today to see like the status on Hollywood and Lamar. I'm guessing Lamar will be back. I don't know about Brown. And then Smith, I'm assuming that's probably Devontae Smith.
That was my guess.
Who's playing the Giants. I don't hate that matchup. If Lamar is back and Brown is not. I think Bateman's your first choice.
That's what I
And
would
then I
go
go
with.
Smith, and then I go Smith, Higgins, Williams.
But you think any of those guys over AJ Brown?
No, I'm still starting AJ Brown when he's active. Like I just can't bench that guy. But he said he needed a flex, so I'm not happy about AJ Brown's matchup either. But you're not benching him for one of those guys, and at flex, that's how I'd tackle that question. My dog just burped.
Give me more context on that, plant man. What is? That's great. Yeah. So, also AJ Brown did hurt his ribs. But I think he's fine. So they came back negative.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's fine. So, yeah, I'm not happy about him either, but I'm also not pulling him for my lineup. Actually, I take that back. In my 14 team, do I play AJ Brown or Michael Gallop if CD Lamb's out?
I think I'm still sticking with AJ Brown, man. I can't bench him. He's too good.
Okay, Brown or Gallop or Waddle?
Oh shoot, I forgot who Waddle's playing.
Waddle.
Carolina. I like Gallop over Waddle.
Yep.
I don't like that Carolina matchup.
Okay. Gallop.
I feel like I'm at the eye doctor. 1 or 2?
You are.
Okay, 2 or 3.
Okay, Gallop. Oh, no. Elijah Moore or Jalen Waddle?
Moore.
Okay.
Give me Moore. Over Gallop, too. Give me Moore.
Okay. So you're going Moore, Gallop, Waddle.
Yeah. I like Elijah Moore against Houston this week a lot.
Yep. And then I have Darnell Mooney against Detroit, and I just don't trust that. So not even going to throw him in the mix there. Because I just don't trust him. Alrighty, let's see. Albert, I need a flex between Mitchell Ingram and Javonte Williams.
If he
Williams
plays,
is your
I'm
only
going
healthy
Mitchell.
one. But Mitchell, if he plays, you're playing Mitchell there.
Yeah. If Mitchell doesn't play, go Javonte.
Ingram, horrible matchup and not healthy. So not excited about
your
that.
internet's struggling tonight, my dude.
I'm not having any issues on my end.
Well, I never do either when mine's going bad, but your quality will dip every once in a while. It's just rough.
Oh yeah, yours does that too. But oh yeah, I'm freezing up and whatnot. I can kind of see it on YouTube. But
all right, so Gorman clarified his Arizona question here. He has Murray and Hopkins. Made a bit of a risky trade. Traded Mike Evans for a hurt Hopkins, hoping for a strong finish after the bye. Well, let's see. Looking at their schedule, they got Chicago after the bye. Fantastic matchup for both. I'm assuming they'll both be back healthy after the bye.
I would assume
I think that's the only reason they kept both of them out this long. The Rams, tougher defense, but it could be a shootout. I'm not scared of that matchup. It's a neutral matchup. It's not a terrible matchup.
And other teams have been able to do well against them still.
Yeah. Detroit, cake matchup. Indy, they're tough against receivers and quarterbacks, but I think Kyler and D-Hop are good enough to still get her done.
Yep.
Dallas is your championship week there. That's a good matchup. So
love that.
I like their schedule a lot. And I know you've been following Wall Street. Tony's been on buying low on D-Hop since he went out.
Yep.
So I think you're in good shape with those two guys for sure.
Absolutely. Let's see. Gallop or Elijah Moore. Lockett is available also.
Say again.
Gallop or Elijah Moore. Lockett is available too. You're going Elijah Moore on
Still
that.
like Elijah Moore, yeah.
I like Moore in the long run better as well, right? So this week and
I
in
like
the
him
long
this
run.
week better as well.
So
I
Elijah
love
Moore is
Elijah
better.
Moore this week.
Yeah.
He's been crushing it. He's got a great matchup. Yeah.
He has been crushing it, man. He was on my bench. I lost that game by 2 points this week, and he was on my bench just going off. And my Buffalo defense had -4 points, and I lost by 2. So that hurts. Buffalo.
Mr. Sarcastic, dude. Whoever that number 2 seed is cheating.
I need Adams and Najee carry this week for me again. I'm going up against number 2 seed who has Brady, Cook, Swift, DK, Chase, and Evans.
He's cheating. Your opponent is cheating.
Cook, Swift, DK, Chase, and Evans.
He's cheating. He's probably the league manager, and he's just taking stuff from people when they're sleeping. Everybody's like, I thought I drafted Swift. Oh, well.
Because I'm wondering, 8-team league, maybe?
Is the number 2 seed the league manager? I might lose my mind if he is. That'd be hilarious.
I'm just trying to figure out the order of draft there. It would have to be Cook, DK,
Well, Brady
Swift,
was a super
Evans,
late
Chase.
pick.
And then
Brady was a super late pick. Right before the draft, Swift lost a lot of momentum and started dropping in drafts.
I'm just going to take a guess here. This is an 8-man league, and it went Cook, DK, Swift, Evans, Chase, then Brady in that order.
I'm guessing so, because he had to be a top 2 pick. So he got Cook, and then he got Swift on a 2-3 turn, Swift DK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
had to be how it went. I think he could have pulled that off in a 10-team or even. Like I say, Swift lost a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Right.
No one knew about Chase very much. Yeah. And then
Chase
he has
a rookie. Nobody drafts rookie receivers super early.
Montgomery and McLaurin on their bench too. 10-man full PPR. I don't know how you guys let him draft that team or even make those trades unless he's trading draft picks.
You had a couple of people throwing. They were throwing that draft if they let him get that kind of team.
unless he's just made some good trades or traded away draft picks if you allowed draft pick trades. Because it's possible. Like, I'm gonna read off my Roll Tide.
I am serious though. Is he the league manager? Because I'm just curious at this point.
I'm just gonna read off my Roll Tide roster just to brag a little bit. I went from 1-5 to making some trades, and here's what I've got.
This show is not about us roster baiting in front of everybody.
Here it goes, guys. Put on your ponchos. You're at the front row of a Gallagher concert right here. Jalen Hurts, Austin Eckler, Christian McCaffrey, Devontae Adams, Keenan Allen, Travis Kelce, Alvin Kamara, Justin Tucker, and whatever defense I streamed that week. Ooh, sends chills down your spine. If I can get Calvin Ridley back for my third wide receiver.
It sends my eyes into a roll, more like it.
Ooh, it's so good. All right. Yeah, he's the league manager, Kyle.
Manager. He's cheating. You should totally tease him about that. You'd be like, he's totally cheating. He's just taking players from teams while they're asleep.
Oh,
Kevin,
Kyle,
you went to school this week, my guy, in the Vegas league.
I know you just said this isn't about us, but it is about us.
Yeah, we kind of took you to school, my guy.
Is a 50-point win a lucky win?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think that's how that works.
No.
Jagor, yours is just more sloppy.
7th. We went from last to like almost in the playoffs this week.
I think we're in 7th. No, I don't know. 8. I can't remember.
One team out of the play. Cup wasn't going to score that differential, my guy. He said Cup was on a bye. You still wouldn't have won. He could have scored 30 points. You still wouldn't have won.
We had a good week.
We did. Jefferson and Rodgers went nutty.
Yeah, we just had a good week.
I want to match up in another league I shouldn't have won because Rodgers and Jefferson went nutty. That same duo. So, but I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's not like you were the first. I mean, we took down Piggy. Take it down. I mean, it is what it
Hashtag
is.
Biscuit Prince. That's right. Actually, he's more like Biscuit Princess now, I guess.
Ooh.
We kind of castrated him a bit. But
Ouch. And we might get a win this week. We get a
Listen.
rematch against Jay the Plug. We get our rematch there. Oh
here's
yeah,
the
Kyle.
thing too.
We won
You
by
don't get
50.5 points.
you don't get to complain about Cup on a bye because everybody goes through, guys with a bye. We didn't have like our top 2 draft picks for the entire first half of the season because they were hurt. So I don't even want to hear it. With Cup on a bye. Get out of here.
Yeah, we beat by 50.5 points.
I guess you can call me 8 o'clock because I'm just about an hour better.
We're gonna call you 701.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm your biscuit king now.
Jesus.
Oh,
What a
love
weird.
you, 7. I love you, 7. It's
Absolutely.
all fun and games, man.
Yeah, and that's with Michael Carter getting hurt and Kyle Pitts putting up a crud game. We still whooped up. Just throwing that out there. Let's see. Cup was on a bye for 2.
I don't know
Then
what
Taylor scored 52 points. Woo.
Oh, I think you meant don't make me jump on this live, but he can't type.
Oh. He types as well as he plays fantasy football. Ouch. I can't say that. He's ahead of us in the standings by like a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
He's been up at the top there.
We're that team at the end of the podium, with the champagne, kissing the girl, biting the medal, and we're like 7th.
Exactly. Yeah, actually, we're at 9th right now. Even worse.
Oh yeah, that's a 12 teamer. As I say,
but we're on a 3-game win streak, so I'm gonna just pat myself on the back there. We got Kittle and McCaffrey back, and now we're winning games again.
It's amazing what a difference that makes.
But now we lose Michael Carter. I don't even know anymore, man.
I know.
We just can't keep a full team in there. But when we do, we win.
Yeah. Everybody's healthy.
But we've outscored teams that are ahead of us. 2 teams that are ahead of us, we've outscored them significantly.
So here's the secret to winning next year is don't draft injury-prone players.
Exactly.
I love Kittle to death, but my God, dude can't stay healthy.
All right, Kyle, here we go. It's your favorite kind of question. Let's get to a defensive question. Don't get defensive, Kyle. Here we go. Bears versus the Lions or Carolina versus the Dolphins this week?
Bears, easy.
Bears. The Bears.
Even if it's not a backup QB anymore and it's Goff, I'm going Bears on that matchup.
Oh, 100%. That
Dolphins can get a little, froggy.
Oh yeah, that Dolphins with Waddle and stuff. Yeah, and if they play Gaskin the correct way, then they can be froggy. You're right. So that Lions offense cannot be froggy. So going Bears there.
Dude, 7. I feel you on that. I had Gus. Me and Corey had Gus in so many leagues after JK went down. I
had Gus in at least 5 leagues, at least. Probably more.
And in every one of the ones we did together, I think. Well, except Vegas. He was hurt by the time we drafted that one. But
yeah,
the ones we drafted before that, yeah, dude. It was tough sledding on those guys for sure. I feel that in my bones.
Now, JK got hurt in our Roll Tide league, the day of our Roll Tide league draft, right?
Yeah, he was actually announced that he tore his ACL like an hour before we kicked that draft off.
No, that's not true. They didn't announce he tore his ACL till the next day. Oh, so he got hurt that day. We drafted. I went ahead and drafted him, hoping like, it wasn't ACL, maybe it was an MCL, something like that. I drafted him in round 7.
What was funny was Gus Edwards went like 4 picks later, and he when JK was announced out for the season, he was like, "Yeah," and then Gus got hurt too.
Yeah, that was wild.
Like, man, that is tragic.
Yep. I took that chance and it didn't pay off. So Yep,
Nope.
that's rough, man.
That'll happen to you sometime.
And now that whole backfield, I'm just avoiding completely. So
it's tough sledding out here.
Alrighty. So questions have stopped coming in. Though I say that. Look at that. I was about to wrap it.
Dude, that always happens.
Guys, we got 5 more minutes left. I'm giving you 5 minutes to enter all of your questions right now. We're wrapping it up in 5. So send them all in right now, and we'll get it going. All right, Kyle. From Albert, would you start Montgomery or Henderson at flex this week?
Monty. Against Detroit, Monty, for sure.
100% against Detroit. That is a great matchup.
Yeah.
All right, you got 20 seconds to send another question, somebody, or we're wrapping it up.
That was the fastest 5 minutes ever.
Well, no one started sending in questions. I'm not going to sit here.
But it's our show. Maybe we're using the metric system on time.
People just don't want to sit here and listen to us waste 4.5 more minutes. I guarantee that. They don't even know what we're going to say.
That's fair.
No, I will give a shout out.
Plug our shows, man.
They don't pay us, but they'd be cool if they did, but no way they do. Mountain Dew, this gingerbread snapped. Gingerbread snapped.
Who's Brad?
is incredible, man. I love this stuff.
It is pretty good. I liked it too.
It's almost like
it's not as good as the watermelon or the pineapple, but it's good.
It's almost like a Moscow Mule-ish type taste. I don't know. It's
without the booze.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Jonathan,
no, I know it sounds disgusting.
It does sound disgusting.
Oh, it really sounds horrible, but it's so good. And 'tis the season, you know. No, I saw it and I thought the same thing. That sounds disgusting. I'm gonna buy some, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I bought one to try it, and I was like, "Oh, so good!"
It was so good. Bought the 12-pack, and almost threw them because I have at least one a day. They're just so good.
It's been a couple years now, but remember that year they had the cinnamon Coke?
Dude, oh, that was good.
That was my jam, bro. That was so good, and I haven't seen it forever.
Yeah, they have those different holiday Cokes like that. But yeah, that gingerbread Mountain Dew, I'm just telling you guys, don't knock it till you tried it.
Yep.
So,
well, I guess since there's no more questions, let's just go ahead and plug our shows and call her a night, yeah? Oh, Jonathan, my guy. Elliot.
Elliot, for sure. Oh. Yeah, let's plug our shows, though.
He's trolling us now. He's just making up questions he doesn't even need answered.
So tomorrow night, we will have on the network, we'll have Fantasy Wall Street. It'll be a pre-recorded Fantasy Wall Street. It won't be live this week, but you can tune in and get your information from the professor. He also put out a waiver wire quick hits video on the network today, so go check that out if you want some waiver wire tips. And then after the Wall Street, pre-recorded Wall Street tomorrow night will be Roster on the Ropes. That will be live with Matty Daddy,
that's where you go and ask your questions.
Yeah, he's incredible, guys. He is so entertaining, so cool. Go in and ask your questions. Check out Matty Daddy. That'll be at 11 p.m. Central Time, 12 Eastern, so at midnight there. So go check that out. Get your live Q&A. Roster on the Ropes. Thursday at some point will be a pre-recorded Snoozers or Losers with me, Kyle, and Tony on that. What, Kyle?
Gobble. For Turkey Day. Gobble, gobble.
Yeah. Well, I think
Snoozers is kind of accurate and fitting for Turkey Day, too, because everybody's been sleeping all day. So
Yep. So we'll probably play that late night Thursday. And then Friday, we should have a Craze's Corner. And seems like I'm missing something. Crazy's Corner for sure. I don't know. Saturday's Fantasy Night Live. It's kind of a weird week because of Thanksgiving, so we had to cancel some shows, but
yeah. Sunday you'll have the DFS twins back, business as usual on Sundays.
Yeah, Sunday will be business as usual. Yep. DFS twins in the morning, and then we'll have the Sunday fun day. Yeah. Come watch us stream. So, anyways, let's get off of here, Kyle. Let's go record these other shows to keep these people entertained through the week, so
Are
they
you
can get away
not
from their.
entertained?
So you can get away from your families and come watch us. I'm not sure it's much better.
Watch us with your families.
Oh my God! Don't torture him, Kyle. Don't torture him.
Moms love me.
Their daughters don't, but the moms really do. That's rough. All right, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. We won't be able to talk to you before then. Thanks again for dropping in. We love you guys. Really appreciate you. And
I'm thankful for you guys.
absolutely. And
Absolutely
we'll see
appreciate
you
y'all.
guys on Sunday. Join us Sunday, guys. We'll see you then.
Peace.